Foundations, 12 biblical truths to shape a family. Foundation number 4. Set your mind where Christ is and on all that is good and true. If then you have been raised with Christ, seek the things that are above, where Christ is, seated at the right hand of God. Set your minds on things that are above, not on things that are on earth. Colossians chapter 3, verses 1 and 2. Day 1. God is capable. Can you imagine the kind of day you would have if the sun didn't come up? You'd need to do more than just grab a jacket and a flashlight. It would be so cold that even all your blankets wouldn't keep you warm. Slowly, the plants would stop growing, and animals wouldn't be able to find food. Everything would begin to fall apart, and people wouldn't know what to do because our lives depend on the sunrise. Our lives depend on many things that are outside of our ability to control or orchestrate. For followers of Jesus, there is great comfort in knowing that God is the one who can manage everything we can't. Colossians chapter 1, verses 15 through 17 tells us that Jesus created everything and holds all things together. He is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of all creation. For by him all things were created, in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or rulers or authorities. All things were created through him and for him. And he is before all things, and in him all things hold together. That means that from the smallest particles of matter to the millions of stars that make up the universe, God is the maker and director of everything. It also means that God is in control of governments, people, and circumstances you find yourself in. That is comforting. When God reminds us to set our minds on things above, Colossians chapter 3, verse 2, he is telling us to trust him, to remember that he holds all things together and we do not. We often act as though we are the rulers in our world. What we hear on television and see on the phone or computer gives us the same message, that we control our lives and our circumstances. Sometimes we believe it and work hard to make things just like we think they should be. The more we think we are in charge, the more we look for ways to fix our problems, manipulate our circumstances, and juggle everything we must do. But in the end, God is the one who holds all things together, directing our steps, planning our course, making a way for us. When we fix our thoughts on him, we can rest in his direction and provision. To dwell on. When we trust that the Lord is capable, we will set our minds on him and not on our ability to hold everything together. To discuss. What do you spend most of your day thinking about? How does knowing God holds all things together set your mind at ease? To memorize. He is before all things, and in him all things hold together. Colossians chapter 1, verse 17.